Right, so join me in this video. Let's do a little bit of wild camping. Haworth Moors. Now we are going to be passing the Bronte waterfall and hopefully the Wuthering Heights house thing area where the Bronte sisters used to hang around for the inspiration for the novels. And then the abandoned house is where Emily Bronte got quite a lot of her inspiration for the novel that she wrote. So we're just going to slowly take a walk up there because we've got quite a few hours yet before the sun sets. I don't really want to be setting my tent up, you know, as it's still pretty light. And I really do hope I got the name of that novel right, because I can imagine people in the comments right now. I've been trying so hard to remember it all. And if you're a subscriber to my channel, you'll know me and my dyslexic brain don't really remember too much things like that, so I've just been trying to remember it and go over it in my head a lot. I just want to thank everybody as well. 93,000 subscribers. That is absolutely fantastic. I appreciate everybody who's hit that subscriber button. We even got some of these water bottles now, you know, like proper hikers, but I think I need to put it probably a bit lower down. I think they're way too high, to be fair. I know it's first time using them, so I'll get used to it. I really need a straw coming out, don't I? Something like that. Right, show you Rev as well. Lower summit. I'm useless, I know. So I'm not sure how far on this road I do have to go. I'm basically just walking till we get to the Bronte waterfall. And the house that I'm actually going to take a look at is the top WITHENS house. I think I'm saying that right. W-I-T-H-E-N-S. WITHENS. Top WITHENS. Dyslexic git. I should really learn how to read and write, but been trying for so many years now. Just may as well give up. But yeah, that's where we're going anyway. Someone's sitting there going, I can't believe I'm actually watching this idiot trying to read a 6-7 letter word and can't do it. It's what I'm like. If you're new to my channel, this is me. I never try to butter it up. We're down to earth, we're natural. It just is what it is. I can feel the weather changing. I think we're going to get some rain soon. I did bring my waterproofs as well, so I'm pretty happy I did that. I had a bit of room in my bag, so I thought I'd stick them in just in case. But yeah, like I say, you can just feel it. Might sound weird, but you just feel the change. Right, so that's the road over. Now we're in up into Moorlands. It all depends on how many people are up here to how soon I do set the tent up when I get to the location. Like I say, we're going to go to the house and then go to the trig point, and then I've seen on maps there's like quite a lot of big rocks and stuff, so I'm hoping to get down there and set the tent up there for the night. But I just keep telling myself, first thing, get to a waterfall and then get to the house and then work it out from there. Listen to that. No noise at all. Peace and quiet. apart from my heavy breathing. Look like it's having a bit of a standoff here with this swimming road. Let's go past here what it's like. Hopefully won't charge me, alright. Should be alright. Said ignore him, no eye to eye contact. Yeah, you know best. You know best. Yeah, now it's gonna come around and get me, innit? Told that sheep right, didn't I, people? Showed him who were boss or her. Who cares? If I'm right, you see the red dye on its back? All these lots should have the red dye on. Nah. I think that's the male there. Nah. She's got some hell of a set of dangly things. Yeah, they'll put that dye on his belly, and then, or chest should I say, and then when he jumps on the back of the other ones, that's how the dye gets transferred. Then the farmer knows just which ones, you know, done the D's with it. I do believe that is it, how it goes anyway. Because he's looking a bit angry, this one here. Hey. Here's the one with the rather big dingy-ding. He thought about it, you know. He really thought about charging then till I looked around. I'm not too bad with sheep. It's if cows, I hate cows. I don't mind eating them. Do you know, all these sheep and cows and stuff, do you know we only eat males? Because they keep the females, obviously for the breeding situation it goes. You know, keep the females going, so they always have a supply of females. And it's the males what get taken to be sorted out for our meat and stuff. Once again, so I'm meant to believe by these documentary programs I watch. So I don't think you're going to be able to see because of the GoPro, but just there in the distance between that tree and that tree there, you can sort of work out the house that I'm on about. So we do have quite a long way to walk first, don't we? And then if you can see, I don't think you can see it, but I'm just going to say anyway, like just where this tree is here in the distance, there's like a high point. I think that's where the trig's going to be. So that's where we're heading. And you can see a lot of clouds, so it's going to be quite foggy, I reckon. So setting up earlier than I thought may be possible, and then we can make a drink, have some tea, and just sit down and just basically enjoy the quietness of all the moorland. We're going to hear the sheep obviously, aren't we? But I'm not bothered about that. I meant to do this walk last week, but I ended up going to that forest place with Adam in the Wild and camping Dan, so I'll put it off to this week. I'm glad I did, because last week was quite sunny and slightly warmer, so I reckon it'd still have a lot of people walking backwards and forwards here, wouldn't it? But it nicely opens up here, doesn't it? Look at that. Very nice. I think you might just better make out the tree now what we're on about. I don't know. We'll definitely get there in about half an hour to 40 minutes. Right, so it looked like we're starting to drop into the valley part of it. Can't hear no waterfalls, but we're not far from it either, so it should be coming up very soon. But where these valleys like this, that's where a waterfall is going to be in it, because all the water rushing down from each side will gather up and make the waterfall. It could just come from one side, not both sides, but I definitely hear water now. Yeah, it's running that way. Like I say, bang on in the centre of the valley. Look at me talking like I know everything. Of course water goes to the lowest point. Just using a little bit of common sense. I ain't got much of it, but what I have, I'm using it. Yeah, I've got a new tent tonight as well. Thai G1. Oh, no, I fell over then. There goes my common sense. Thai G1 free FUO gear in Coyote Brown. So perfect for this sort of environment. So I'm looking forward to using that. I've had it up in my garden a few times now, testing it. Always best thing to do. Yeah, there's the Bronte waterfall, and then there's the chair where the Bronte sisters are supposed to have sat to get inspiration for the writing, and then there's the bridge. But the bridge isn't the one that they used to walk over, because that collapsed sometime in the 90s. So it had to be rebuilt. But the foundations are still there to that bridge. But they would have walked over. I got quite, I won't say emotional, but when I was listening to Emily Bronte on YouTube, it was like she wrote a novel and then she died, and a year later it went, well, it shot to fame, let's say. I don't know about me, but if I did something like that, I'd hope, you know, but it did it when you were alive. But back in them days, living to 30 was a bonus, I've heard, because she did die. One side of the story is from the poison, the graveyard poisoned the water somehow, and then she died from that. But I've listened to 2 or 3 ways that she died. But yeah, a novel, wow. There's been plays about it, films about it, songs about it. Kids have learned it in schools. Yeah, a year later, after she died, came to fame like that. And people in, I think it's Japan, something like that, come here to see where she got her inspiration from as well. So people come from all over the world. I think we're here now anyway. See the waterfall and everything else. So it does ring a bell from what I've been looking up on YouTube about. There's the chair, what they think the Bronte sisters sat on when they come down to play by the water and stuff when they were younger. So it's shaped like a chair. Wow. To sit on a point where some history is, it's quite a odd feeling. To be fair, it's not that fantastic. It's just a stone, isn't it? But back there is the waterfall. I'm not sure if we can walk up to it or not. No, I don't think I really can. I'll just give you a second to read that. And this is the bridge. Like I say, it collapsed and it's had to be rebuilt, but it's still on the foundations of the original bridge. Let's walk over the historic place again. Then we've got to this side. Right, if I'm right, I need to go up these stairs, and just at the top there's another signpost. I think it has the Japan writing on it as well. I hope I am right by saying Japan. It's on it when I get stuck in my head. If I've got signal, I'll Google Translate it, and it'll tell me what writing's it in, won't it? Yeah. These pockets for your water bottles, pretty handy actually. Something I'll have to get used to because it's so easy just to pull it out. Yeah. Bit of a climb that one. Right. So just back there were the waterfalls. It's obvious with waterfalls, the more rainfall we have or whatever, like snow or stuff, the more rapid the waterfall's going to be. So the more you see it and hear it and stuff. Talking to a gentleman for 5 minutes. He's caught up in a love nest. He's in love, as he was saying. Now I've got a bit of a signpost here. There's that writing I want to look at. I had to put this one upside down. What a nightmare to get these in the proper way around. Believe you'd have to unclip it. I don't want to be doing that. Yeah, he's in love with somebody else, and he don't think he loves his wife anymore, so he don't know what to do. He's come here to get his mind together. I said, hard as it is, mate, follow your heart. Follow your heart. That's all you can do. Life's too short to not do stuff. But yeah, here's a signpost. Top WITHENS, and then that's in the writing what I'm on about. Yeah, no Google, internet, signal. I think it's Japanese writing, because the novel is massive over there, I do believe. I really do hope I've got that right. I really do. I put my cup in top of my bag, and now it's banging around like a bloody pain. So quite a few steps here. So when you make your way up the steep hill from the waterfall, you're coming across this wall here. Just follow it through and you come to this little short gate post. Used to be a gate here. Hinges at the bottom there. And then you're like you're on farmer's land. But I'm sure you should be able to see the tree in the distance now. So there we are. It looks further on camera. It really does. I'm not sure how we're going to get there. I don't know how we're going to get there. By looks, I think we have to go up here. Maybe. I don't know. All we can do is keep walking. And it'll come upon us eventually. Tell you something, it's like, you know when you've been, or when you go on an holiday, say you're booking yourself an holiday, and you do all the research, and you watch all the videos, and you read up the reviews about it, and then you get there, you're like, yeah, this is alright, this is what it's like for me right now, because, like I say, I've been listening to the novel on YouTube, I think I'm about halfway through listening to it now, and I've obviously read other books about Emily Bronte and her sisters and her brother being an artist, and to see it now in my eyes, I feel quite excited to go up and just touch the wall, to be truthful with you. Yeah, I'm quite excited to get in there. If I don't fall down here and break my neck. Oh, the waterways. The waterboard on all this. Oh yeah, that's right. Because somewhere there's another house and it's, you know, left to ruin. And when the waterboard took over all this, they got told the other ruined house wasn't allowed to be remodernised, let's say, you know, rebuilt, brought back to life. It has to be left to rot away, let's say, and break up naturally back into the ground. Plus they were saying, wherever it is, I don't know where it is around here, but it is close, it'd be too hard to get materials in to, you know, build the house up. No electric, running water and stuff, but technology we've got these days, we should be able to make that work, shouldn't we? If needs be, you could always fly an helicopter in, couldn't you? You know how to do out in Alaska and stuff. But would you really want to live this far out? Just pop into the shop for some milk. Don't pause at Emmerdale Farm because I won't be back for a couple of days. Bit of exaggeration, that, innit? Good couple of hours, should I say. You won't want to live up here. Imagine carrying all your Tesco's carry bags all the way up here. Wow. So that bit is a bit of a climb, especially with my weight of my rucksack as well. Yeah, it's a bit of a climb. But I'm just thinking to myself, go city with shopping, love. I've got to carry that home yet. Yeah. You just go mental, wouldn't you? Come down to me, is it gate? Nah, it's alright. Struggle. You'd go help him, really, wouldn't you? Right, we've only got 200 metres more. Let's crack on walking. There we have it. Here's the house. One of the world's most famous houses. Just catching my breath now a bit. That's what it used to look like back in the day. And get back enough. The setting of Emily Bronte's 1847 novel. We'll look in that little room in a minute. Apparently you can stay in there. I'm not sure that's why I'm not staying in there. you can close the door, and there's a bench on right hand side where you can stay in it. But like I say, I'm unsure about that, so I don't just want to do it in case it's wrong. There's the house. Just step back a bit. Look at that. Wow. So it says there, this was the house or home in the Emily Bronte's novel, but what I've heard is it might not be the house. She might have just come up here for the inspiration. This might not be the house that she was writing about, and the family and the visitor and stuff what went on back in the days. But yeah, apparently this is not the house, but who knows, because what she says in the book, it doesn't describe this building apparently. That's the greatness of history, isn't it? Things can get twisted along the way, then it becomes a story, and who knows what. So there's a lot of stuff here. 1960 that was. That just likes it. That's a made up picture, that. 1895 with all its windows in its roof and everything. 1872. A few other houses next to it, weren't there, as well? I've actually seen the ruins of them. I did wonder what they were. These all must be the people who keep this area good. Yorkshire Water, the Bradford Council, the lottery funding, EU. I don't think they'll do it anymore. But yeah, I don't know the other ones. I don't know what all. Oh, you are here. Peak District. So I don't know. Oh yeah. Thornton. Yeah, there's all these other places. So that must be the Pennine Way, yeah, Pennine Way. If I'm right, I don't know. Yeah, I could be right or wrong. It does say Pennine Way on it, doesn't it? What I'm finding quite, I don't know if it's strange, but all them years ago, there were families living in this house and they had barely anything to eat. They were living off like corn and bread and stuff. Another one part of the building there. These must be like doorways. This must be like just filled in, should I say? Or is this like one level here and then what was that? Yes, if you see on that picture, one end of it is shorter. So I wonder if this is this part. It seems to be a few levels, doesn't it? 1, 2, then that the main house, but obviously there'll be different levels, won't there? Or is it one level? I don't know. But it does show there's upper glass windows, doesn't it? Further up the building. And they've seemed to have concreted the top of it to stop it breaking up. Like this. And this here. So it's just to keep it intact, isn't it? So it keeps being a tourist place. It's like I say, people worldwide come here to visit this house. I'm quite happy that I decided to come here today. I was going to leave it till tomorrow, but then tomorrow would come and I'd leave it to the next day, then the next day and the next day. So there's a bit of a ruin there as well. I don't know if you can see it. Is that one of the houses? What's on that map thing? I'm so glad I came. Now I've seen nobody for ages, absolutely ages, and I do need to hike up there now to that trig point. Oh, there's a lady here. Actually I did say nobody for ages and I just bumped into someone now, haven't I, with a dog. But yeah, need to head up there and then go find the rocks. So I almost forgot to take a look in here. Pitch black. If I can get my phone on for light. It's a bit of a crazy place to be actually. You're looking right into the house there. I do believe you could actually sleep in here if you wanted to do. You know, in here. You get at least 2 people there. Wouldn't you? Someone's been in here. Tea light candles. You know, like they've done the roof, doesn't it? Right, let's leave this place. I was just thinking to myself, you know, another wander in my own head. It would be like above here, wouldn't it? You know, if you get up here and weather changes, you can just sit in there till it eases off a bit. The problem with above here is around the UK is, and I've done it myself, people go to visit them, like myself, walking past and finding them. And then we've gone back and camped in them, or let's say slept in them overnight. So I'm not sure if anyone's done that to that one, but it definitely is somewhere to get out of the way in case weather changes, isn't it? And here is the trig point. I used to call them trigger points, but it's a trig point. Now I just need to have a quick look if I'm going that way. I think it's all them over there, to be truthful with you, but I'm gonna have to have a quick look on the map before I move any further, because as you can see now the weather is starting to change. It seems we've got a lot of rain coming over, so I would like to be at least in the tent before that happens. So if it means not walking all that distance today in this video, that's what it'll be, and then we'll come back another time and explore further over. Right, so I think I may look for somewhere to put my tent up. Like I say, it is all the way over there I need to be, and with the weather changing I'd rather be in a tent and a bit drier. I do have my waterproofs, but let's have a gander. Let's have a little walk over here. Over here is going to be miles away, ain't it, to be fair. Yeah, we'd have to go up and down and round. To get there. I think that'll make another video, you know. Another camp. Right in that distance over there. That'll be nice, that, I think. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Because you can't even see it now. I don't think you can anyway, I can't see it on the screen. The weather's closing in on me. So I think looking for somewhere to camp now is going to be the better thing to do. I don't need to break no miracles. Like I say, I can always look. I don't think there will be no closer point to it to walk to. I'd probably have to come this way again, but set off a lot earlier in the afternoon. Yeah, this weather is changing. You can just slightly feel drizzle. Right, let's find somewhere to set my tent up, and that might seem like really easy, but you do need a nice little spot. So there we have it. That is a 3F UL gear trig 1 in Coyote Brown. They do the Coyote 2, what I've used quite a lot on my channel. Seems a very nice small one-man tent, but it's got some decent room on the inside as well. But I do like the Coyote Brown colour. It does blend in really well. So I've gone round the tent, putting all its guidelines out, because the wind seems to be picking up a little bit now. So I've put all 4 out and 2 over that side, and I'm pretty happy. But a company has put the right amount of pegs in as well. Normally don't put enough pegs in for your guidelines, so I'm pretty grateful they've done that, because I didn't have any spare on me. So we're losing light, so I'm gonna start making something to eat. I didn't bring too much food out. Well, that's a bit of a shock, that. I do normally bring quite a lot. We've got a tikka chicken with rice, and then I have a apple and cinnamon crunchy, like a crumble or something, for pudding. And if I do get really hungry, I've got a vegetable chicken with brown rice and mixed vegetables in, so I've got that to have as well, so it's not too much. And this is like a tortilla wrap, so I can make my dinner up and use that as like bread sort of thing. It's from Outdoor Meals. Well, it's an outdoor meal, should I say. It's in them 24-hour ration pack meals that you can get offline. Not the army ones, just 24-hour ones. It does say I've got to fill it up to line 8. But I'll probably boil more water than I need. But at least then I can have a warm coffee, because my hands are pretty cold now. Temperature's starting to drop. Winter's on its way as well. We do need to start getting the winter stuff out. And that's exactly what I've got in the setup as well. I'll show you that in a bit. Smells quite nice. It's got a load of lines on the inside. I don't think you'll be able to see them. We've lettered in from A to J. I'm just checking if there's any sachets in it. And I need to take out. I can't see one. So line H. Or what I might actually do is use all that water to make my meal and my pudding, and then boil some more later for a drink. But yeah, we're starting to lose light pretty quick. Right, so that's me, one happy bunny, people. I've got my dinner, my pudding, my wrap to go, my dinner, my stove's done, put that away soon, and a nice cup of coffee. Dead looking forward to this, and it looked like I have the Moorlands all to myself. Well, this is another winner. I get 3 altogether, so that's going to be just fine. You can't half tell now. The winter months are coming back. We've got autumn first and then winter, but you know, the dark nights, cold dark nights. I'm really enjoying this tonight. I'm so glad I came out tonight. I didn't put it off to tomorrow. Say one thing, be that person. Get up, get outdoors. If you're gonna do it, just go do it like I did today. Because I could have been doing this tomorrow, and tomorrow I might say, oh, you know what, I'll do it next week. I'm so glad I did. That's what I mean, you know, sometimes you can sit there and think, well, what if this and what if that, and will this and will that. You can't let it happen. You just got to get outdoors and get it done. Just be that person. Because when you do it, you'll enjoy it like I am. And I'll tell you another thing. When you first do your first wild camp, or your first couple, in the mornings, you're dead happy with yourself. You're like, wow, can't believe I did that. That is absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to do it again. In the back of my mind, I'm just wondering if my car's all right. But I can't have everything, can I? I can't have this and worry about my car. It's one or the other. Like I've said in the past few videos, it's hot tent season soon. So I'm going to be getting my hot tents out, cooking some beautiful meals in that. If it's first time you're seeing me, please do consider hitting that subscriber button. I'm slowly creeping up to the big 100,000. What I can't wait to hit, to be truthful. And there'll be more videos like this as well. I need to get out. I need to get exploring and just being that person, like I keep saying. Right, so quick view of the setup is my light tour air mat, my Tracology, no, it's not my Tracology actually, it is my Climate, that's what it is, my Climate pillow, love it, best thing I've got for camping in my life, and my Outdoor Vitals down sleeping bag, because it is getting a little bit nippy now, innit? And I've got a lantern here, let's put that on at night to a little bit of light in the tent, and everything else is just packed away here. This is ready to go in a minute as well, so everything's packed up inside the door. Not a bad little setup. Right, so I'm just laying here for a bit now, just going to relax and listen to my radio. I got myself a little digital radio, it's really good, honestly. I think so after a few more times I'm checking out, you know, what stations you can and can't get when you're up on hills and stuff. Obviously it's if it's getting a signal in it, and I'll probably do a video about it and show you it, because it is really good. I really do enjoy listening to music as I'm out camping. Just know what else to do is that once you've eaten and set up and everything, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the SD card, I think it's called an SD card, out of the phone, and I'm going to use my spare phone where I edit my videos on, and I'm going to start editing this video probably. The previous videos I were recording in 4K 25 frames per second, and the editing software called KineMaster, what I use, it did a software update, so it updated itself, and then when it updated itself it were on 1080, 15 frames per second, so the 4K video we try to squeeze into a 1080, so that's why the video looked really shocking, the previous one or two of this. Just didn't realise at all until I watched the last video back, and I'm a bit gutted really, but a lesson to be learned. As Scott said, it's like getting 4 pairs of shoes into a single shoe box. Imagine how full it's going to be and packed out, and they'll be struggling to shut. Well, that's how it happens with recording in 4K but trying to load it in 1080. You're packing so much quality into 1080, it just does that to it. But yeah, hopefully this video will be a lot better now. Do let me know. Let me know in comments about the quality of the picture and stuff. What I've looked back on so far with the GoPro, it looks alright. When I do all the editing, I'll look back and see what it looks like again. But yeah, it's such a pain in it when they do these updates and it changes everything. Right, I'm going to get my socks off as well. I'm going to get my pants off, and I'm just going to relax. I'll see you in a bit. When I turn camera on, it dies down a bit. It's 3:45. It gets really bad and then dies down like this. You can see the lantern. I reckon it's one of the windiest nights I've had in a tent. But this little tent is standing up strong. Well, good morning, people. I don't know where my lantern's gone. I think that blew off through night with wind. I did have a lantern there. It is morning time. It's 10 to 7. Very, very foggy outside. With it being so foggy, I don't think there'll be many people on the moors right yet. So I think I might just hang around for another half an hour. What I basically mean is zip my tent door up and enjoy the warmth of the sleeping bag. So all packed up, ready to go. As you can see, I was just there. Leave no trace is always very important. I know the path is somewhere in that direction, so when I set my tent up, I set up in the direction of the path, so I knew it morning, get out, there's the direction of the path. The thing is, it is quite foggy, so I'm gonna have to slowly make my way down from here. But yeah, just double check I've left no pegs. Yeah, everything seems to be good. Right, let's get on the path. It's very, very foggy. I think I can only see about 50, 60 metres in front of myself. So I do need to be careful where I'm walking as well. I've got a bit of a hike back out, but my main concern is my car there now? Is it okay? Anything happened to it? I think anybody who does this sort of thing always has that worry about the car, don't they? So there's the house within the fog and the tree. Wow, that does look quite airy, that, doesn't it? So I think I do see my car over in the distance, so at least my car's there. Has anything happened to it? Like popping all your tyres, imagine that. All 4 tyres gone at once, you only got 1 spare. That'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Overthinking, but we'll see when we get there. Right, so I see my car. Everything looks fine. I'm going to end this video now. If you want to see more videos like this and other camping things that I do, like hot tent camping and stuff and wild camping, press this here. You better subscribe to my channel. I'll let YouTube recommend a video there for you. And for now, I'm going to get off. Thanks for watching. What a camp.